You're welcome to Fanog Research Group YouTube channel. We want to look at some of these problems dealing with composition of function. The question is as follows. If f of x is equal to root x and g of x is the square root of 2 minus x, find each function and its domain. The first is f composition g. So let's look at the problems and the solution. We have f composition g of x. Of course, this is defined as f of g of x, okay, which is equal to f of g of x is the square root of 2 minus x. So f of that will be equal to the square root of 2 minus x. Okay? And of course, this, you have square roots twice. And you know that square roots is like to power half. To power half dot 2, which will be equal to the fourth root of 2 minus x. If you look at this, the domain of f composition G, domain of f composition G will be such that this is the square root of real number, so it will be such that 2 minus x will be greater than 0. Okay, will be greater than or equal to 0. That's the condition, because if you find the square root of negative numbers, that will lead us to complex number system, which is not what you want. And so with this, you discover that the domain of G will be such that x is less than or equal to 2. Okay? And of course, with this, you discover that your domain of G will lie between, that is domain of f composition G, will lie between this, the modulus of this is less than or equal to 2. So this will happen if and only if minus 2 is less than or equal to x, less than or equal to 2. That is, the domain of f composition G will be minus 2, comma 2. Okay, so that's the first one. The second one, B, that has to do with G composition F. This is defined as G f of x. Okay, and G of f of x, that's G of f of x is the square root of x. Okay, so this will be equal to G itself is defined as the square root of 2 minus root x. Okay, so which, of course, this is the function, but if you are interested in the domain of G composition F, it will be such that what is inside, which is your x, must be positive. In other words, it will be such that 2 minus root x will be greater than or equal to 0. Okay? And this will happen if you have that the square root, that is, the square root of root x is less than or equal to 2. If you take this to the other side, you have negative. And then to change the negativity on the left-hand side, you multiply both sides by minus 1 and reverse the inequality. So that's what you have. So, and of course, you don't want this square root. You can square both sides. So that is, you have that x is less than or equal to 4. Okay? And of course, here you discover that the domain of G composition F will be 0, 4. Okay? So for C, you have that F composition F will be, F itself is root X. So that will be F of root X. Okay? Which will be F composition F will be root X, root X. Okay? So which will be equal to the fourth root of X. And then for D, you have G composition G, which will be equal to G of root 2 minus X. Okay? So which will be equal to, of course, G itself is this, so which will be equal to the square root of 2 minus X has become this, so minus root 2 minus X. So thank you for watching. To get notified whenever new video is uploaded, kindly subscribe to FANOB Research Group YouTube channel by clicking on the subscribe button. Thank you.